todos los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor, hay quien haya querido regalarle una estrella. Por amor, fue una vez al Calvario con una cruz a cuesta. Aquel...
Latino Ruido. I am your host, Johnny Boricua Prince Dones, and the man that makes it happen, Charles La Loma. Charles, what's going on, Papa? Well, everybody, I hope you guys...
What's going on?
Go ahead, Charles.
I'm over here talking. I didn't even put a battery on the thing, you know.
So how was your weekend, man?
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. I like this holiday of sun that we're getting. I say a holiday because you never know when it's going to stop.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. This is everything is a blessing, as we were talking about before.
Yes, yes.
And we just gotta keep on keeping on. My weekend was, of course, as usual. Didn't do much. Went outside, bought some stuff. It's funny. The matter of fact, yesterday or the day before yesterday, there's a supermarket where I live. I won't mention the name because they're not gonna give you no free press. You guys gotta figure it out for yourself. So like in other places, you go get cold cuts or whatever. Like ham is like $12.98 a pound, cheese is like $11.99 and stuff like that.
Right, right.
I happened to go into that supermarket. The Swiss cheese was $5.99 a pound.
Damn.
So I grabbed it for 2 pounds. The Boar's Head ham, $8.99 a pound. Grabbed it for 2 pounds. The Boar's Head Oven Gold Turkey was, I think, $7.99 a pound. I grabbed 2 pounds of that. So then I'm walking around. I said, you know what? I gotta get some eggs. I go in there and look. I'm ready to pay, the $7.99 for the jumbo eggs, a dozen. They had a sale. 3 dozen jumbo eggs, $5. $2 a dozen. I bought 3. So I bought that. I bought 6 pounds of cold cuts. I bought bread, some croissants, and the eggs. $50 only. I mean, it's a lot because back then $50 got us a whole compra. But in this day and age, we gotta see. Put it this way: if I would have went to the other supermarket, that would have been well over $100. So I got it for $50, and my kids are loving it. I told my son, "Yo, I got a whole bunch of cold cuts." He goes, "All right, Dad, you got the usual pounds and stuff." No, he opens the refrigerator and goes, "Damn, Dad, you got a sale?" I said, "You're right, but make it last." We already went through 1 pound of cheese. You know how that goes. So that was the highlight of my
Of your day.
Of my thing. Oh, did anybody see? I don't know if you guys are wrestling fans. WWE, what was it called? Backlash.
Oh, yes.
At in Puerto Rico.
Yes, yes.
Now we know how wrestling is. It's entertainment. But when you get 2 people who work good together, I tell you, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, they did a good job.
Yeah.
They worked very well together. They entertained the crowd and stuff like that.
And he's professional because he knows he's a heel.
Exactly.
He knows he has to lose.
Yes.
He could have been high head and be like, "Listen, I'm big in wrestling. I ain't losing in Puerto Rico."
Right.
He could have been that, but no, he was professional.
No, he did his professional, and bro, I didn't know that Bad Bunny was strong. The dude suplex Damian Priest. Guy's like 240 pounds. And a little scrawny dude, and they did it. It was a great show. And when what was the girl's name? The other Melina?
Yeah.
When she came out, we knew she was gonna get trashed because she was like half the size of the other girl. But the welcome they gave her in Puerto Rico and stuff, it was one of the best shows that I've seen.
Unbelievable.
If you're a wrestling fan.
The only thing I didn't like, a lot of the people had the flag backwards.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a political thing.
No, but you know what? I think her Melina's flag looked backwards when it was facing you.
Yeah.
So I think they wanted you to get the
yeah,
from
but
behind.
I thought that was kind of dumb because the camera's gonna be facing you.
Exactly. That's why that's the first thing that I thought. I said, wait a minute, it's facing the wrong place, the wrong way.
Yeah, but then she turned around and faced it to the camera.
Right.
So I'm assuming she was like, you know what, in case people think.
Exactly. But I like the way she did it with the sticks and stuff, like with
yeah.
stretched out. That was cool. I like when
So
Savio Vega
Carmen
came out.
and Rosa watches wrestling. Okay.
All right, yeah, Carmen gets down. Yeah, everything is so Spencer. Rosa, ¿cómo está? Carmen, what's going on? And I like when Savio Vega showed up. It was that was funny. I forgot all about him until I saw him.
Nah, my guy was like, and no one wants to talk about him, but Carlito. You see how built he was?
Yeah.
I spit in the face.
Yeah, with the apples and stuff. But yeah, and it was fitting to have a big pay-per-view like that because Puerto Rico was huge in the Caribbean in the Caribbean part of wrestling, because you had Carlito Colon, who was champion for many years. You have a bunch of Harley Race used to fight there, Bruiser Brody from back then, Ric Flair, all these guys. He goes, Bad Bunny went to wrestling school in Orlando. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he
went
did.
to the,
He had to learn it because you have to learn how to take the falls and how to go with the partner and stuff like that, because you can hurt the person you're working with. Because, I mean, to pick up someone's dead weight like that, it can hurt you.
He didn't go to a wrestling school. He went to the training center.
Right, the training center.
That's what they call it, the training center.
And what they do is they teach you how to fall, take the hits, the moves, and stuff like that, so you don't hurt yourself, basically. And, hey, my brother's on. What's up, Manny? How's that arm, bro? My brother Manny got, I think it was rotator cuff surgery the other day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said it was coming out, but I think his wife got him in an arm bar and put him in one of those cross-faced chicken wings, and she didn't want to let go.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it was. She bust his ass.
Yeah, he just don't want to tell the truth.
Yeah, he likes that, bro. I le gusta. I le gusta
Go ahead, so.
Yeah, so that was fun. Wrestling, that was one of the best shows that I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
My brother said he's still recovering. Yeah, it's gonna be a while, man. It's gonna be a while. That's gonna be an excuse not to do anything around the house. And it was even better than WrestleMania. It was better than a lot of the thing. What I didn't really like, but then I understood, was the Cody Rhodes with Brock Lesnar.
I still don't really like that storyline.
I don't like it, but they gotta milk it because they gotta give Cody something.
Well, you know why? Because Cody was supposed to get the belt.
Right.
But people were like, how are you going to get the belt right away from coming out from AEW? So they said, okay, let's milk it, and then we'll give him the belt later.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
Carmen, what Carmen said was right. I didn't get to see it, but Damian Priest gave him praise. But then again, he worked with Damian. Damian said he was impressed with him. It was Bad Bunny's idea to do the wrestling. Yes, absolutely. They're good friends, and Damian don't listen. If Damian was to hurt him on purpose, he doesn't get out of Puerto Rico alive.
Yeah,
they would have killed him, basically. Cause
I just liked the uno, dos.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that. That was cool. And it was, like I said, it was a good event. It was fun, and I hope to see him go to Puerto Rico again. It was a lot of fun.
It was better than the last time they went to Puerto Rico.
I don't remember the last time they went.
Well, they went years ago. They not a pay-per-view. They went regular.
Just to have a house show.
That's just a regular house show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But there was people praising LWO. If I'm not mistaken, while we be talking, I'm going to look for it. There used to be a Latino tick. Like one of the little groups.
Yeah, that was
WWE.
They were in the WCW first. Remember when Hulk Hogan came out with
No. I'm talking about a Latino group before LWO and everything. It was called. I'm gonna look for it.
Really?
Yes,
You know what? I remember that.
Remember there was a fat guy that used to have the Puerto Rican flag on with the little beads and everything. There was 3 or 4 of them in WWE.
That's interesting. Well, was it WWE or the old WWF?
WWF, I mean.
Oh, okay. So that was many years ago.
Yeah.
I remember it vaguely, but I can't remember who it was. But the one that I remember the most was when they made the LWO to counter the NWO. That was Conan. Conan started the LWO down in WCW when Hulk Hogan came down and started NWO.
No, it was Eddie.
Eddie did it in WCW?
Yeah, it was Eddie. Eddie and then he bring Conan.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. I mean, I remember Eddie in the WCW, but I remember in most.
It was in WCW. They started all that.
I liked him better in WWE.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He got more. He got more time, and he was able to show. He's hilarious. The guy. It's sad that he's passed away and stuff, for whatever reasons it was, but keep resting in peace, Eddie. Anyway. Let's move on. Hold on. My tablet's in my pago. Okay, we got to move on to a little more serious stuff here. For those of you who are living in Florida, planning on living in Florida, or even visiting, I got friends. This new bill, it's the Senate Bill 1718, that was passed and is supposedly going to be signed by Mr. Ron DeSantis. I'm going to say Mr. because I was growing up with respect, but there are other things I want to call him. But he's going to sign it. It's going to take effect July 1st. So this basically says that anyone who's undocumented can't work. Any employer that is caught with undocumented alien immigrants working and stuff like that, they're going to give them fines. They're going to put it this way: you out. And the thing is, the bill will require businesses with 25 employees or more to use the E-Verify system. It goes, that's to confirm a new employee's employment eligibility. Now, it gets more interesting. It also will require healthcare providers who take Medicaid to collect data on patients' citizenship status. So now they're going after whether you're illegal or not. So now you know what's going to happen. ICE is going to come down, and they're going to start cracking down. But then again, they're starting to leave Florida on their own. I have friends who've posted pictures and videos of construction sites. They're doing a lot of construction in Orlando area, a lot of highway construction, building construction, houses in Kissimmee and everything. And these places are barren now because the ones that were working, they were undocumented immigrants. And the thing is, it goes, the bill sponsor, Senator Blaze in Goglia. He goes, the bill will counter the mounting border crisis. Now, if I remember correct, Florida's kind of far from the border, but people do make their way there, so we'll give him that. And he goes, we have a Dr. Yarel Vasquez who opened his medical office in Lutz, Florida, a year ago. And he said that he fears the bill will once signed into law will make people hesitant to ask for help. So anybody, even if you get people who are here legally afraid to go get medical attention for fear of whatever. Mm-hmm. They just listen to what the people tell them, and they take it as gospel instead of seeking the truth. But then again, they tell them so many lies that they don't know what the truth is. So that's the sad part about it. Now, the thing is, a new study from the Institute of Taxation and Economic Policy found that the undocumented immigrants in the United States pay roughly $11.6 billion a year in taxes. And these numbers include local and state.
Wait, how they pay taxes if they not?
Because when you get paid by an employer, the employer can't just pay you off the books anymore. Can't pay you under the table. They got to pay you, and they end up paying. Now, undocumented in Florida alone, they pay a little over $500 million in taxes. Now, it's funny. They pay Social Security and Medicare tax. And these are two things that they're not even eligible to get.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense how they paying taxes.
Because those are taxes that have to be paid by anybody who's paying taxes. So in other words, if your employer is paying you by check, he's got to show that he took taxes out. If he's paying you by money under the table, then of course, Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. If you're undocumented, you shouldn't be getting any pay over the table because you're undocumented. If once you do that, the government got your name. Why they don't go after them?
Because they're taking their money.
See?
They're taking the taxes.
As
long as you're paying taxes, we don't care. We'll let you mess around until we decide we don't want you anymore.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. And the bad thing is the undocumented immigrants are stuck between a rock and a hard place. They need to work, so they have to, they want to take care of their families or send money back home and stuff so they can live a decent life after they retire, if God willing, they do reach it to retirement age. And it's funny because the Florida taxpayers get less for their money than residents of many other states. It goes, the Commonwealth Fund, a private foundation that studies healthcare systems globally, found in its 2022 scorecard that Florida had the 16th worst healthcare among the 50 states. Wow. It's no wonder Florida ranks below the northern blue states in life expectancy and rates of cancer deaths, diabetes, fatal overdoses, teen births, and infant mortality because they're not giving the people the proper health care. They're not giving what they're supposed to get.
And on top of that, they got to watch the alligators.
Yeah, that whole
Goodness gracious.
and it goes, and largely because of the Santa's obstinacy, whatever. I don't know what I'm having like a brain fog at the moment. Florida is one of the 10 states that have refused to expand Medicaid under the Affordable Care Act. They refuse to participate in it. You got the Florida, the federal. Now this is supposed to be federal, and everybody's supposed to be in it. They refused.
Time to get out.
They're not expanding it. And it goes, an act of political spite that had cost those states billions in federal health care dollars and cost thousands of people their lives in Florida because they didn't get the health care that they deserved. And the same thing went for COVID. When he said, oh, the mask and all this, you don't have to wear the mask and everything, more people died listening to him than would have had they gotten with the program. But that's for another segment, and probably won't be another segment anyway. And,
But-
it has the country, the highest, and it's funny, the country's highest percentage of retirees, and Florida has the worst long-term care among the 50 states, according to the American Association of Retired Persons. I don't get it. And they truly indeed call it heaven's waiting room because they're going there to die. You're not going to get the health care. I have medical insurance. God, thank goodness that it's national, Aetna. So they cover me in Florida and stuff. But if you go down to Florida to get medical insurance, it's hard to get it because everybody either have car insurance or homeowners insurance. That's what pays the most to these insurance companies. Why am I going to give you insurance when I know I'm going to have to pay through the nose because you're sick? That's their thinking.
Well, that's what I was going to say because, remember, the key thing about Florida is the retirement state.
Right.
So that means your ass is basically borderline to die.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's the retirement state for the upper echelons.
Yeah,
The
the
people who can
viejitos go there.
afford life insurance and they have a clause in it where it covers health benefits and stuff. And they just pay, they'll just pay out of pocket. They have so much money. Because they pay the least taxes. The poor working stiff in Florida pays 12% of their salary in taxes, while the elite pays 1%. So
And that's true. You would think that, what Manny said, you would think that it was a good because it's a retirement state.
yeah.
But
See, but the thing is,
Insurance is there to make money, not give money.
Well, exactly. And the thing is, they call it the retirement. Now, years ago, Florida was good as far as for the low cost of living and stuff like that. But all these bad things that I just pointed out was always there.
Mm-hmm.
The health care is terrible. Now, if you're retired, police, sanitation, and whatnot, you have national coverage. Like my Aetna is national. So anywhere in the States, it wasn't just a New York region coverage. So I can get it at Aetna because I found out the last time I was in Florida. My insurance is taken in Florida because, as a matter of fact, I found one in Kissimmee. So if I do move down there, which is honestly, I'm really reconsidering it. I may go to Georgia, I may go to Alabama, stuff like that. But you know what? It's getting until this guy is out of there. I'm not. I don't think I want to live in Florida because it's getting bad. Because if you're not of their color, they're gonna harass you. I already saw a video where people were getting stopped on I-95, a checkpoint on a service road leading up to I-95 going north in Florida, where they were stopping people and asking them about their credentials. They asked a lily white person for her credentials. She goes, "Do I have to answer you?" He goes, "If you don't answer us, then we just have to make you pull over and we'll wait until you answer." The guy had no authority. They have the authority to do this because that's Florida signed into law that. But if I refuse to, matter of fact, she asked, "Are you a citizen?" He goes, "Do I have to answer you?" He goes, "Yes, please answer." She goes, "Yes." He goes, "Okay, you can leave now." He goes, "That's all it took for me to tell you I was a citizen and you let me go?" Now, what if a Hispanic person came here and you asked him if he was a citizen and he told you yes? Would he have to show credentials? And he goes, his face said it all. He said, "Yeah." Like he didn't really want to do this. You see it in his face. He goes,
That's
"Yeah."
that. Stop
He just-
and stop and frisk.
But yeah, exactly. That's what it comes down to. Stop and frisk. So if you're not the right color, then guess what?
Sure.
You're going to get harassed.
Stop me and ask me if I'm a citizen. I'm like a citizen of what? Of the human race? Tell me. Oh, you got to show credentials. Well, show me what crime I made, and I'll show you credentials.
Exactly.
Until
then-
then, see ya.
Yeah. No, but then he goes, "Am I being detained? No. Okay, goodbye."
Yep.
So I don't have to ask your permission. Can I leave?
No.
Because you're not detaining me. But he goes, "This is a checkpoint." And he goes, "But they were stopping every single car, truck, bike, bus, whatever. They were stopping everybody. So it's not like they were picking people at random, because they showed the video for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, if it's a checkpoint.
Yeah, everybody got stopped. They didn't just say, "Oh, okay, go, whatever."
But the funny thing about checkpoints too is illegal. I hope people know that. It's a government illegal option unless it's a borderline, or unless it's in a certain amount of time where it's a drunk checklist.
I was just gonna say that.
If it's a drunk checklist,
Checking for
and
DUI
they can't even
stuff.
ask you if you're drunk.
Right.
They have to look at your face and smell it or see it.
Right.
Even that checklist.
See,
they
but
can't
then also
even do.
that law where it's reasonable doubt
Yeah.
is vague also.
Yeah.
Because if the
it's
cop
borderline.
feels that you might be drunk, just because he felt it, he can stop you.
Yeah.
They gotta.
Me, I run away. Why you ran away? Because I felt like he was gonna do something. So reasonable doubts told me to go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
It's a little shaky when it comes to the law, but
Yeah.
the only borderline checkpoint is state to state.
I
There
think
they can do a checklist.
My brother Manny was just telling me that's against federal law under the Immigration Act.
That's
No
what I'm
law
saying.
enforcement agency is supposed to stop and ask you about your immigration status. See,
Nope.
but the thing is, Manny,
Unless you commit a crime,
yeah,
then
Manny,
you know.
if you could real quick look up the Senate bill in Florida 1718. You can look that up, and it explains everything about how he's basically trying to circumvent. You know what I think he's doing? I think Biden is waiting for him to sign it into law, and then go throw the federal umbrella over it and said, "No, shut up, you can't do that." You know?
What's happening is he's like, wait a minute, Florida is getting taken over by the Latinos. That's what's going on.
Yeah, but there was always Latinos there.
Yeah, but not too many. But once one family member moves, that's it. Everybody else won't move.
But you know something? Now, once you don't get anything done, and now you're costing these construction companies and these businesses money and stuff like that, guess who's going to pull up and leave too?
Yeah.
They'll go somewhere else. Somebody will say, "Oh, come over here. We'll give you better incentives. We'll give you better breaks. We'll give you this. We'll give you a 5-year tax abatement or whatever and stuff like that."
It happened with
and
Reagan.
I'm going to go.
It happened with Reagan. All the companies left and went to China and all that.
Exactly. People started outsourcing the jobs.
Yep.
It's gonna fall on his face. I'm telling you right now. He's gonna fall flat on his face, and you know what? But he don't care. And the thing is, he wants to run for president. Most of the Republicans are telling him, "Boy, you're not ready yet." Just like that. They tell him, "You're not ready. Don't do it. Don't do it." Even the people that hate Trump, they were telling him, "Bro, we would love for you to beat the shit out of Trump, but it's not gonna be you. It's not gonna be you." And how do you feel about Biden running again?
That's a funny joke.
I honestly don't think he should. Now, I think it's John Kennedy Jr., JFK Jr. He's thinking about running. If he runs, I'll see what he's all about. But I don't think Biden's going to get my vote. I'm not going to vote Republican. I'll tell you that much. But then again, I have voted Republican, but the Republican Party has gotten in such a state where it's like, I mean, everybody's crooked. Everybody does this. But if you remember, you're close to my age, Charles. Years ago, Republicans and Democrats would sit down and talk and fight things out. Fine, I lost this, I got that. You lost that, but I gave you that. And then we came to an agreement. And then what you do is when you going to do the budget, it goes, make sure you sign and certify that this will be open to discussion later on to renegotiate this.
Well,
okay. You put a
reason-
stipulation on it.
The reason for that back in the days is because no one voted.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, he
Carmen goes,
just
he's going
said,
to fall asleep.
look at our Trump homies.
Look at all the Trump's what is it?
The
Trump homies.
They either
They're
under investigation.
or they're locked up. And it's funny.
And that, I hope people know, it wasn't because of crimes and all that. That was just to stop him from running. Because watch if he doesn't run or he doesn't win, how they all going to come back out.
Oh, of course. See,
That's just a tactic. That's all.
I think honestly, Trump's got dirt on most of them.
That's why.
Because you're not gonna stick your head up somebody's butt so deep that when they yawn, you can see the top of their heads.
Yep.
if he didn't have something on you, because I mean, either that or you are one dumb sob, because I'm
Because
not climbing. No,
if they wasn't afraid of him, they would have just let him go, let him try it again. He ain't gonna win.
exactly.
But they know that he's gonna win, so they have to try something.
Exactly. But you know what the
So-
thing is? There is no. I don't see anybody in the Republican Party that would make a good president,
Yeah.
because they're only going to be for themselves.
See, but that brings it back to that question about the olden days. No one voted for Republicans or Democrats. They just voted for the best president.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
now they making, oh, this is a Republican, so you should vote for him. This is no.
No matter what, if the guy doesn't say anything and has nothing on his agenda, you're Republican. You have to vote for Republican.
Yeah, no. People need to stop.
Yeah.
Forget about Republicans and forget about Democrat. Just worry about a president, the vice president.
Right.
That's it.
Who do you think is going to be the best for this job?
That's it.
You know, because and the thing is, I mean,
Carmen, yeah, you are correct. No one's for the people. That's what I.
No,
keep saying.
exactly. And
Stop.
the thing is, we're the ones that put you in office.
It's only a president. I don't see no Democrat president. I don't see no Republican president. I see a president. That's all I see.
Exactly.
You know, and none of the presidents can do that much so far.
That's right.
Biden screwed this shit up within a year. So, you know.
And he goes, he goes, the verdict the other day set the precedent that no one's above the law. Yeah. I mean, I don't see Trump going to jail, but and he's not going to pay his money out of his pocket. He's going to give it to the dumbasses who gave him money to his campaign or to him to help his legal fund, and they keep funding it. But then again, all right, hey, what's up, Javier? What's going on, Papa? Welcome to the show. Finally, you showed up.
But to shoot back to what we were talking about with the wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew it. There was a Spanish group, and it's funny because Vega was from there.
Oh, really?
Los Boricuas.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Los Boricuas. I was
100%
like,
right.
I know. I remember seeing a group that used to come out, and
Right.
It's funny that Vega was one of them.
Savio Vega was one of them. You're
Yeah.
right. Oh, man, damn. I don't know how I didn't remember that, Los Boricuas.
Yep, Miguel.
Because after all, I am Johnny Boricua Prince.
Jose.
I remember that, and they didn't give him the push. They should come up, but then again,
Yeah, they gave him the push in the beginning. I think it was in the 80s or 90s or something.
yeah,
like
but
that.
they didn't push him enough to. They just said, "Yeah, we'll give him a little bit and keep going." But
Yeah.
back then, they were before the time. If they would have came
I
now,
think that's what it was.
it would have been a different story.
And then Vega went to WCW and started with
Right,
the
right.
LW. But he was so actually, if you think about it, I think Vega maybe just started that spiral thing of having Latino groups.
That'd be
you know?
nice. That'd be nice because you need the diversity.
Right.
Because you'd be surprised at how many people are Latino in the wrestling business
Yeah.
that you see all the time and don't think that they're Latino. You know, I don't have any names off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
you know,
But I knew it. I was
they're
like,
out there.
It kept bothering
I
me.
remember. Yeah, yeah,
I was like, I know. I remember seeing a Spanish group.
yeah.
You know.
Oh, and my brother Manny goes, yeah. Santos just got federally indicted, so he's facing criminal charge. And it's funny. Getting back to this, you know, we'll flip flop back and forth to wherever we go. And who's the House Speaker for the Republicans? What's his name? Kavanaugh or something or other. He said even if he gets convicted, he can still serve in Congress. That goes to show you they're all crooks. Felons can serve in politics.
Well, there's a video that I had saved and I deleted by mistake, where the one Congress was like, there was 45 convicted criminals. There was 45 this, 70 this, 100 this. And he said, do you know who they are? And some people was like, oh, they were blacks? Nope. They were whites? Nope. He was like, they were the government.
Exactly.
A lot of people in the government has criminal records, and they did this, or they got indicted, or they got this, and they still there. So
They
people
still
like,
serve.
oh, he's gonna get indicted. Indicted don't mean crap.
No, I mean he can serve jail time because the FBI is taking over this. This is what it is not him lying or anything.
Right.
It's the money.
Listen,
Because
the
how
day-
can you make? But the thing is, how can you make $55,000 in a year, but loan your campaign $700,000.
Listen,
Doesn't make sense.
The day that some rich person goes to jail.
But he's not rich.
No, I'm saying rich or famous. Well, he's rich in power because he has a lot of.
His own party is telling him, "Yo, Papa, bro, step down. You're messing it up."
Mm-hmm. Because
Victor Hernandez, what's up, Papa?
He's messing with their money. But the day that someone
McCarthy,
like that goes to jail,
McCarthy, that's his name.
The day that somebody goes to jail, I want to go to that jail too, because there's a prison that they go to. What's a prison that has a tennis court?
Oh, it's called Embassy Suites.
Please, that ain't no damn.
They're going to put pressure on the Republicans to get rid of Santos.
¿Cómo está?
But the thing is, hey Magda, how you doing? What's going on, baby? The thing is with pressure, it all depends on how much pressure they put on, or how serious the charges are, or how much evidence where they see that, yo, this guy's gonna get convicted, but we gotta get him out of here, and to see if they can replace him with another Republican. That's the only way he's gonna let him go, because if you take him out, there's got to be another election, and it could be a Democrat that comes in. So now you're teetering the balance. So that's the only way that they're gonna tell him to leave is if they almost 100% sure they can get another Republican in. Other than that, he's gonna stay serving. He'll serve from his jail cell. You call him on the cell phone.
Yeah, he has his own cell phone.
Yeah. It's gonna be Embassy Suites. He'll be up in the congressional suites.
But switch topics.
Yes.
Last week we were talking about menudos. Remember?
Right.
Netflix does have something where they tying the menudo manager with the brothers, with the Menendez brothers.
Really?
They actually having a documentary called
Isn't that El Galdo Diaz?
Menendez and Menudo, something like that.
Really? On
And
Netflix, guys, check it out.
On Netflix, it's a 3-part
Wow.
thing,
I'm
they
gonna check it
showing
out.
how that manager had. Well, the Menendez brothers liked the Menudo so much they have written it on the thing. They talked to the manager, and I guess after that things started going down.
Well, they were kind of rich. The
Yeah.
Menendez brothers. They were the spoiled kids that killed their parents.
Yeah,
How
so
you gonna kill the money?
They saying that's another reason why they opened the investigation. I just wanted to tell people that because we were talking about it last week. So I'm gonna check it out to see how does it tie.
Yeah.
How does it tie together?
Right, yeah, because Charles and I, we were talking the other day. We were talking about Menudo, and I know some of you who are familiar with Menudo from back then know about the scandals and stuff like that, and the problems they've had with their manager in Puerto Rico and stuff.
You know, Carmen and them were wearing the chancletas, the jelly chancletas.
Well, of course they were. Of course they were.
Yeah, the jelly
But
jacket.
everybody was a Menudo fan back then. And they even, it's funny. They even mistook Mark Anthony. They thought he was in Menudo because he wrote that song "Sons of Rock" when they wrote that English album.
Javier was a Menudo too. You seen that old picture of his?
Oh, Javier was a
Javier Lewis.
Javier was the biggest Menudo.
He was a Menudo too.
Yeah. He had the headband and everything, and the tight shorts.
Súbete
a mi moto. Yeah, so if you guys can check that out, if you're interested about the Menudo and the Menendez brothers connection, you could check it out on Netflix. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
And also, I'm starting a new. I'm going to get back out there into the working field, so I'm taking up a course. I'm going to take up a course with. It's a free trial for now, see if I like it, with cybersecurity or one with IT. So I'm going to take the first 7-day course to see if I like it, and then I'm going to take the IT course, see which one I like the most, and then balance it out and see which one there. So if you need hacking services, just let me know. Nah, I'm only kidding. I would never do that. I'm too scared to hack something, bro. The one when I hack something that goes through, I hear FBI, open up. No.
Sure. Back in the days, that was
I'm too
me,
pretty to
but
go to
now
jail.
with the technology, I don't even bother.
Yeah, I know. It's but they have
She said, "What can you post?" I just seen something saying, "Can you post?"
Yeah, the guy's name is Galo Diaz. Yeah,
Can you
I
post
remember that.
The It One.
I didn't understand. Yeah, we didn't quite understand what you wrote there, Magda. Can you post the It one? I don't. My brain is not computing too well. But anyway, the guy's name is Elgado Diaz, and he was involved with scandals and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the kids have to pay for it. I'm not gonna get into it, what happened and stuff, because to me it's all allegations, because no one's been No one served prison time or anything, but we could probably get the gist of it. So we're not gonna go. No, it's all right. We got the gist of it, Carmen. We know. You gotta stop drinking that orange juice. So yeah, and what else we got there that we could talk about for the last next 20 minutes? Hey, you guys have anything we want to talk about that's not politics?
Yeah, no, I was just looking up the Menendez thing. I'm curious.
Oh, the connection with the Menendez
Yeah.
brothers?
But so far, the Latinos in Puerto Rico are now complaining. They're trying to find out a way how they can beat the world with their wasting opportunities.
What do you mean as far as
The
wasting?
waste
them?
management.
Oh, I know. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, they I didn't know they have a real bad issue over there with the waste management, and I guess it's because they can't get to places, you know.
Well, there are places that are so remote that you can't even get up there. They even have restaurants up there where you can't even get up there with a car or a bike. You got to go there with a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, well then bring the garbage when you come down to the city. That's all.
Just roll it down the hill.
Right?
Get out of the way.
They got to find a way. Like some of the people complain about stuff that the city needs to help. Why don't you help too?
Yeah.
Why don't you figure out a way how to all take down the trash and meet them halfway or something? I
What
don't
you
know.
can do is you guys all get together, and somebody brings it down, and somebody got a pickup truck, throw everything that you need down instead of tossing it all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
see, the thing is, with people in general, they expect for things to be done for them. You have to be able to do for yourself. Because if I'm a government entity, and you're asking for this, you're asking for this, you're asking this, muchos han taken, but no se han giving. You take it, you're not giving.
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you, so listen, why don't you meet me halfway? I'll be more than happy to help you, but I'm not going to come into your house, into your kitchen, and remove it for you. No.
Carmen said,
You
"Let
got to
it
help
roll-
me out.
Let it roll down.
Let it roll down, exactly.
Roll that down.
Get out of the way. But
Nah, but yeah, you too. It's true though. Everybody wants, but no one wants to help.
yeah, Magda, what you're talking about there, we'll have to get together and talk about this, and I'll have to do research on it because I don't know anything about it, so I really can't talk about it. But that's a good thing. Maybe we can have her on the show. We're gonna talk about that. If you saw some of her posts,
Yeah,
scroll up a little bit.
I'm reading it now.
Yeah, so that's something that we're gonna have to do that. We'll talk about that because I have to do research on it also.
Yeah.
I don't wanna come out and say the wrong things because you know me, my mouth is loose, and that's why I'm saying we'll get together and talk about that.
Yeah. But
You can make some coffee.
Yeah. Also on Latino news, Front Hood, Texas, has officially renamed Fort Cavazos after the first Latino 4-star general.
I heard about that.
Yeah, they changed
So
their
they finally
name.
did change it because they were talking about this for years.
So Fort Hood is no more.
It's now a Latino place.
Now, yep. So congratulations, thank you,
Yes,
Texas, for giving us our 4-star Latino.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping he's real Latino and not like.
Well, he's more than likely Mexican.
Yeah.
There were a lot of Mexican nationals that fought in wars in the United States, and they were up there as far as.
But he looked white. Nah, he looked Latino.
You know what I mean? But we all come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
You know,
but
we
you
come
know
in
what I
all
mean,
forms,
like white.
Look at my brother Nelson. You look at my brother Nelson, you think he's a white boy.
So he was it was named after him. He was a lieutenant at first,
Okay.
and then he became a 4-star general.
Awesome.
So he's the headquarters at front.
I want to do a piece on that also.
So that is good. But he died in 2017.
Oh,
at
really?
the age of 78.
Whoa! I thought this was a guy from way back then.
Yeah, I thought he was old.
He's of Mexican descent. Yeah, Manny.
Yeah, he's.
I thought it was from like a World War II or Korean War, or World War One. God, this guy was recent.
He grew up on a cattle ranch in Keensville, Texas.
Okay.
So and was of a Mexican American heritage.
Ah, okay.
So he commanded the Third Armor Corps and took on numerous assignments as he rose through the ranks in Korea that sprung 33 years.
Wow.
So he was 33 years in the army.
Nice, nice.
So he pretty
Thank you for your
much,
service.
congratulations. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, rest easy. We got to watch. That's a beautiful thing. So yeah, I want to do a piece on that also soon, on the contributions to the military that Latinos from all over the world contributed. We had Latinos fighting in the Civil War, so we're gonna do something on that also. You know, just delve into it a little bit, do a little bits and pieces, so we don't get stagnant in one conversation and stuff. You know.
Magda, my name is Charles. She said, and I'm not the co-host. I'm just the voice.
Oh yeah, no. He's the one that makes everything happen. He's the owner. That's LDM himself. That's Charles. Charles or Charlie.
Yeah, but thank you, Texas, again.
Yes, that's actually surprising. But then again,
Wrestling in Texas.
but I understand. I think they have a lot of bases in Texas. A lot of Air Force and Army bases.
Yeah,
Texas.
no,
I
but
think
to
one or
give
two
a name
Marine
to a
bases also.
Latino?
But that's what I want to check out also. It may be the first one, or maybe an installation named after another Latino or stuff like that. But I want to, like I said, I want to do some research on that and stuff, you know. And here you go. Thank you, Charles, the voice. Hey, that's what is La Voz?
La Voz.
Yeah. He's not my co-host. I'm his co-host, basically. So here we go. I'm always a co-host.
No, there you go. No, you're the host.
Always a
bro.
bridesmaid, never a bride. But yeah, you know, I mean, we work well together and stuff like that. So when I run out of stuff to say, he always got something. He's always got something in his pockets. You know.
Yeah, and the
something
next
to
news
come out
that
with.
I got so far that I didn't even know, I found this out. OnlyFans, right? You know, it's big. People go there, stuff like that. But do you know the CEO is Latina?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know
Wow.
that.
But isn't OnlyFans like a CD type of thing?
No, the OnlyFans is like
Because I see a lot of people who are of the how do you say?
¿Cómo
the
está, Renaldo? Yeah,
Reinaldo.
but
dímelo.
OnlyFans is like, you know, like X-rated type of thing.
Right.
But the CEO is a Latina.
Really?
She's an American top woman health company. So I'm
OnlyFans is
trying to find her name here.
okay.
But
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
didn't know about that. They changed Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty. Fort Bragg, where's that at, man? That's in North Carolina? Is it North Carolina? Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty. Why would it change that? Well, then again, who was Bragg anyway? Probably somebody from the Confederate days. Who knows? But yeah.
Well, she's originally an Indian American,
Oh, really?
but she was born in Brazil. So I guess that's why they're calling her Latina.
But you know what's funny? People from Portugal and Brazil are not considered Hispanics.
No.
I saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that on Hispanics are all of the Latin nations, as far as the Spanish speaking nations like, you know, Cuba and the Caribbean, South America and stuff. Mexicans are called Latinos. I don't know why. We're called Hispanics, except for Portugal, Trinidad, Jamaica, and stuff like that, because they're not Spanish speaking countries, and Brazil and stuff like that. But we're all Hispanics except for the Mexicans. Mexicans are Latinos. Who came up with that? Anyway, I'm an American of Puerto Rican descent. Yata.
Gata.
You know, he goes, Magda, he goes, Latinos need to support each other, especially in movies, so they can cross over where the elite don't give them recognition. Giancarlo Esposito is getting he produces acts. And, oh, yeah, I know. He's from, oh, man, Do the Right Thing. I remember that, yeah. He's, it was funny. I saw a black man on it and everything. Then when I saw the credits, it said Giancarlo Esposito. Where the hell did that come from? He's Latino, black, and I think Esposito, it's part Italian too, if I understand, because I read the book, Do the Right Thing, and I think he's got that mix in there, Latino, black, and Italian, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. And it goes, you gotta call Saul, okay. Italian, yeah. Esposito's Italian, yeah. Well, you know, it Giancarlo is Latino also. I'm gonna. Well, Sicilian, no wonder. You Sicilians. I like Sicilians better than mainland Italians anyway. You guys are more ruthless. I like that. But Sicily, I want to visit Sicily. So Magda, let's go hang out in Sicily. Anyway, so what else we got here?
Oh, the last piece. Scientists are trying to find out how the climate change is going to affect Latin America. So they're now doing experiments.
Well, you see what's happening in Brazil. They're cutting out all the rainforests, and it's causing
well, because now they're having
a serious
more,
effect.
They're having more rain. Some people are getting floods, which is expected. These are islands. You know what I'm saying? Like next to a bunch of ocean.
Yeah.
So if you don't get a flood, it'd be a miracle.
But then you got, and especially in South America, they're mountainous. So you got the runoffs from torrential rains running into the valleys and stuff. They get flooded out quick.
Yeah.
Everybody's susceptible to a flood. He goes, "Love you guys show. Thank you, Magda. We're trying to make it better and better, you know. And then sometimes I can get boring because I'm old, you know. I forget things and I forget to research stuff. You know, household stuff gets in the way, you know. But I'm gonna do better. We're gonna make this a spectacular show. My aunt in Aguadilla, a lot of rain. Yeah. Well, it's I'm a baby. Change my diaper. Yeah. Well, in Puerto Rico, you get your rain. You know, you get your rainy season and you get your
because
hurricane season.
How many seasons does Puerto Rico have?
Well, they're supposed to get all 4, but sometimes they're all extreme. We don't get much of spring or fall anymore anyway.
But no,
usually winter and summer.
They don't get snow, so they don't get all.
No, but they still get their winter months where it's instead of 90 degrees, it's 80 degrees.
Oh, so then so basically they only have 2 then, hot and dry.
Basically,
I mean wet and dry. I'm sorry.
Well, Puerto Rico is basically tropical, so it's always
so it's wet and
always
dry.
It's moist. Then. Basically, you got the a lot of humidity and stuff. There's really I don't think that their dry season I guess will be when it's not raining. I don't know. They get their periods.
Because I know a lot of tropical places they only have wet and dry.
Look at that's also you also got to look at the droughts that's happening out west in Nevada, Lake Mead, bro. That thing is receding. One day they have lakes in Nevada, and if I'm correct, in Arizona, where they're not there anymore.
Yeah,
they dried up. You know, there's a lot of drought going on, and then when it does rain, it rains so much that everything gets flooded because now it's so dry that it can't seep into the ground that quick.
You know that now that you're talking about that, not next week, but because next week we already have a topic that we're going to talk about.
Right.
But we're going to post it up. I want to know what people would do to have that green thumb, like to save water, save trash. You know what you would do to save Earth. In other words.
Well,
like that's this saying, like homeowners. Some of them say in the bathroom, if it's yellow, let it mellow, and if it's brown, send it down.
But
yeah,
you all right?
Because they don't want to waste water.
No, but now you have plumbing fixtures that back then you had toilets where when you flush, you're flushing like 3 gallons of water. They have where they use 1.5 gallons at a time. They have the showers where instead of 10 gallons a minute, it's doing 2 to 3 gallons a minute.
Right.
You know, you can have less water coming out, less water pressure, but you have the shower head that is the holes are so small that it comes out like it's coming out without a pressure.
Well, which
there
is
are ways
good
to save.
because I'm guilty of lathering up while the water's running.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know what I mean?
Me too. But now when I'm shaving, what I do is I fill the sink with the hot water, and I shave with that, and then I'll let it go down. And when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm guilty of it. The water's running. I used to turn off the water and brush my teeth, but
Yeah, my son
I get
pours it in
lazy.
the cup. He's the only one. But I'm guilty of sometimes letting it run myself.
Well, he's trying to teach you, and you're not learning.
Yeah. No, and the funny part about it, we taught him how to do it, and then we don't do it.
Yeah, of course. That's the way it always is. That's the way it always is. But yeah, that's another great topic. How can we conserve things? How can we do less trash? More recyclables.
TV that turns off right away.
Well, what I do is I started getting into this practice. What I do when I'm laying in bed, I'll put the timer on the TV for like an hour or
Right.
30 minutes, and half the time I'm sleeping before it turns off anyway. And if it does turn off, it is dark. I'm not looking for the remote. I'm just gonna close my eyes and go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
TV, if you leave.
No,
it
I
on,
don't unplug
it
anything.
turns off.
No, I don't unplug anything.
So
I
you
don't.
working anyway.
Because if I unplug my alarm clock or whatever, it's gonna be blinking 0. No, I mean 12, 12, 12. No, I don't unplug that. I sometimes, well, if I remember, I'll unplug the AC when I'm not using it. Turn off the lights when you're not using it. Leaving things plugged in, like stuff that doesn't have a clock,
Right.
I could unplug it. But if it has a clock, it ain't getting unplugged. I'm sorry. So I'm not gonna sit there and keep like my coffee maker.
Yeah, the coffee maker.
It's got a clock and it's staying the way it
Yeah.
is. Forget about it because sometimes
Yeah,
I
but
program it to make coffee in the morning.
The AC, they say just bring the temperature up so it can shut off.
You
by
can do that
itself.
also.
Because that's what we do when we're not home. We'll put it like to 70, something like that.
Oh,
and
when
it'll
I'm not
shut off
home,
automatically.
When I know what time I'm gonna get home, I will program the
timer,
the timer like to turn on 25 minutes before we get home,
Yeah.
so it can be a little comfortable. I don't keep it freezing cold in the house. I could, like during the day, if it's in the 80s or 90s, 78 is good enough.
Yeah, if there are some like the smart ACs now
Yes.
that you can tell it, okay, you can go down to 60 because I'm going to be home in an hour.
Right.
You don't need it 50, 40 degrees in your house
No,
when
no,
there's
no, no.
nobody there.
No, no, no.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to live. I don't want to be in my house where I have the AC on that I have to sleep under a quilt. No,
White people do that.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
They'll put the AC on, open the windows, and they'll anything to keep the room cold, but then put the cuito.
And
I
then-
ain't saying that my wife does that because she probably listening.
And then no. And then what they do is goes, why is this energy bill so high?
Yeah, now she don't complain about the energy bill. I complain about the cold. I'm like, why is it cold and you got a damn quilt on?
Yeah, I know you still get charged for it, Magda, but I'm not unplugging it. If it's got a clock, it's staying plugged in. If it ain't got a clock, I can do it. But other than that, it's not getting
but
unplugged.
a lot of the electronic stuff is really not drawing a lot of.
But it draws. If you
Yeah.
have a bunch of stuff, it's still gonna draw. It's gonna
Because when we left, like even with the studio, our bills sometimes come out $30, $40, and the only thing that's on all day is the radio station, the computer.
right.
So
Yeah, but that doesn't. And also, if you have energy efficient equipment,
that's what I'm
Which is
saying.
good.
You need to check.
Yeah.
Make sure that your stuff is eligible to turn off by itself. It's checking the temperatures. You know what I mean? Like
right.
TV that turns off, things like that. You know.
See, my brother Manny got central AC, and his thermostat is at 75, and it's comfortable in my house. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's it.
And he goes, "Oh, I
People don't-
read my bill. I know I'm getting overcharged, but how you gonna prove it? And what they're gonna do?
Yep.
They'll say, "Oh, okay, we'll try to make it better the next time." And guess what? The bill's gonna go up soon.
Yeah.
It's gonna go up soon again.
But for the, I'm already arguing with mine because my bill was 120 something. My house bill.
Bro, I wish I
100
had a bill for 120 something.
No, but 120 something, $29, I think it was. Where was I for the past two months?
Oh, that's right. That's right. You were
I
away.
got them, and I unplugged. Everything was unplugged except the refrigerator.
No, yeah, no, you can't do
Except
that.
the refrigerator.
Then you're gonna come home to a big stink.
So when I came, I was like, here's the $40 I owe you from that last month before I left.
Shut
I'm
up,
not
Carmen.
paying that.
She goes, I don't pay for electricity. I live in the projects. Shut up.
Lucky Carmen.
Tell me about it. You can run your AC all day long. I get you. I got you.
I'm gonna put an extension cord from her house.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long extension cord.
That's gonna be a long extension
She in
cord.
Pennsylvania. Sometimes ESCO get your info and your bill goes up. Of course,
Yeah.
your bill's always gonna go up. We're at the mercy of the electrical company.
Yeah.
Because if you don't pay your bill, you can't use the lights. So they're gonna cut your lights.
Yeah, and it ain't like before that they had to go into your house to turn off the lights. So my mom would be like, no abre la puerta, no.
Yeah, no, and then now they're putting in new meters where they'll turn it off from the office.
Yeah, now they can turn it off. So
Yeah,
you
we
don't
still
pay.
got the guy that comes to my building. All the meters are downstairs in the basement.
Yeah, you don't pay. They're like click, like,
Yeah.
oh damn.
Yeah, we don't even have the gas meter in the apartment. It's downstairs in the.
Yep, everything is
in the
downstairs
basement.
now, which is bad because at least I used to read the meter and be like, I know what my numbers are, you know.
Right.
And
Now you
now
can't
it's
read it.
hitting, you don't know.
No.
But I got them. I was like, I ain't paying no $107. So now they saying, oh, I think we looked at the wrong. No,
You know what it
looked
was?
at the right one.
They didn't go look. What they did is they guessed.
They guessed,
They estimated
and
it.
they didn't know that I was not there.
Exactly.
know?
That's what it is. But if they don't if they can't get access, because I have friends who work and still do work for Con Edison, meter reader. If they can't get access to the property where the meter is,
Yeah.
they'll guess of what they'll go by, like 2 or 3 bills, and they'll guesstimate.
Yeah, and
Then
then
you can
it's
fight with them.
supposed to be at the end of the year. They finally take a complete check, and then they see if either you owe or you got credit.
Right.
You know.
See, in my house, I'd be lucky, man. I'd be happy if I had a bill that was $200.
Yeah.
I know we getting robbed. But you know what are you gonna do?
No, but you have someone there all day. You know.
Yeah, but we don't run a lot. In my house, maybe 2 TVs are on,
Right.
and the kitchen light, and the lamp in my room with one of those energy saver bulbs.
Yeah. You see, something is wrong.
You know? Oh yeah. I mean, we get murderized. I have to. I don't. What I'm actually gonna do, probably gonna call in an expert.
Yeah.
Come and check
Or
out my.
check. Maybe somebody got an
and check it
extension
out.
cord in your house.
That was happening. That was happening in one of the buildings I used to live over there by Kingsbridge.
Yeah.
My bill. I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment, and my bill was coming up to $500 a month.
Jesus.
Yeah, and they found out that somebody was tapping into the line down from the basement.
Oh, that happened to me in Massachusetts. I was like, what?
Magda, my bill was $35 this month. What do you do? You live with flashlights in your house?
Yeah. Mira, paga el candle
Yeah, right.
cuando te va.
Yeah, you must
got
be living with
candles
candles.
on.
$35. Shit, that's great. I'm moving in.
She's probably like my mom. Why you need the light? It's daytime. Open the shades.
My brother Manny, he goes, his son sucks up all the electricity in the house. Yeah, but then again, his son is like freaking 7 feet tall.
Mhm.
He's a big kid. Manny, how is he? How is Ryan? That guy can sing.
Yeah.
My nephew can sing and he can cook. And the dude's like about, it's got to be like, he's like, what, like 18? And he's like about 6'2", 6'3", Manny? How tall is Ryan? I forgot how tall. He's tall. I got to look up at him when I see him. He got to basically get on his knees. All right, guys, listen. We're Alexi Figueroa. Welcome to the show. And unfortunately, that the show's almost coming to an end.
But this is called Latino Rudio, so that he had to come late.
Yeah, right? Latinos, we always show up late. Anyway, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us for a little while. And hopefully we'll have more better topics, better shows, and have a good night, everybody. Next week, this is Latino Ruido. Johnny Boricua Prince Dones, and the owner, Charles La Loma.
Yes, and remember que vive la raza.
Vive la raza! I don't know the music, so maybe one day
Yeah, we can't play. We don't pay for that. We just can say the words.
Yeah, you're right. Then we got to pay copyright and they'll shut us down and everything. Anyway, love you all. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time on Ed Latino.
Por amor se han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor